What's ever? What's up, everybody in YouTube? You got Farnsey here. My second video. Finally, I apologize. I've been busy. Before I get to my rustler, I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit as to why I've been busy. Sorry for the shakiness. Again, Galaxy S3. I've been a little busy. Oops. Zoom out. This would be my 59-inch plasma 3D TV that I literally traded a car for and a couple $100. But it decided to take a crap on me, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what the issue is. See that? That's burnt. So I ordered another one of these new power boards. Should have it this week. So that's been keeping me busy. That and my 7-month-old, so, you know, bear with me here. But I have done a few things with the rustler here. There we go with the homemade stand. Winning. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take that off. I did go ahead and do the camber links on there. Obviously, as you can see, it is RPM. See my weights here. I don't know if anybody's dealt with faucets and whatnot. That's literally what those are from. They're lead weights, came out of a faucet. Where you one of those ones that pulls out and has a sprayer and stuff. That's what that is. So I went ahead and put those on there. I've used them before. That's what I used back in the day when I got my 68 miles per hour on there. So I went ahead and mounted those. So those should be pretty sturdy. Not perfect center. Close enough. I think it'll be all right. They weren't perfect when I did it the first time, so I did that. Put the RPM caster blocks and whatnot on there. It's all RPM for the most part. Pretty much the only thing that's straight out of the 90s is the upper and lower chassis. That's my mounting, my ESC mount plate. Yeah, that's obviously not stock. I made that. And then we have still stock, the rear shock tower. Front shock tower is actually still stock. I just went ahead and replaced the upper part with the RPM. I've never had any bad luck. I haven't cracked anything, and trust me, I beat the hell out of my cars. Never cracked any of the stock stuff, honestly. So that's where we're at right now. I went ahead and mounted these arms on the outside of the bearing carriers, axle carriers, whatever you want to call them. Mainly because they were rubbing up against my shocks, and I didn't figure that was a good thing. I also went ahead and got the skid plate. Picked that up at Home Depot. It's not exactly perfectly centered on the car, But I'm working with, you know, a Craftsman drill. I don't have a drill press here, so it's not perfect, but you know, I go with what I got. The shocks, honestly, I just repainted them. They're just the Ultra shocks. I redid the oil, rebuild them basically, and then I went ahead and painted the springs. Now, before you comment, they're supposed to be. I understand that they're gonna chip, they're gonna crack. That's fine. I was mainly just going for looks right now, and I was bored. I think when I do the run, I'm probably gonna go ahead and go with the Jayco foams. I understand that I lose miles per hour, but they look cool. I was actually gonna try and paint them, and you know, accent them with some blue and stuff, but I don't have time for that. And anybody questioning my my 90s model rustler, I do still have the owner's manual here, the assembly manual. And for the record, I just wanted to show you. Oh shit, now I lost it. There is a copyright on here. 1995. Go figure. Now I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Autofocus. There we go. Copyright 1995. So these things are pretty old. I do have another Rustler chassis and everything. Also 90s. Pretty sweet. This is 3. I actually have 2 Rustlers that are built. This is another one. With the spare parts that I have, I could pretty much build an entirely new Rustler. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the 70 mile per hour build. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a custom wheelie bar here. Check these things out. Oops. I just got to get it mounted up there and blah blah blah. I don't know how functional it'll be, but I think it'll look cool. So we'll see. I also decided in my last video I said I was going to go ahead and do this with the VXL, the Valenian motor. But I checked Ray Luna's thing, and as you can see, this is 3800 kV, and his is 35 to 3800, I believe, or 35 to 3900. I apologize. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Castle motor, only because in my experience it does not get super hot after running it for 5 minutes, whereas the VXL seems to get super hot. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try it, see what happens. This is the gearing that I went with on the 78 mile per hour, or I'm sorry, 68 mile per hour run that I had. And this was over a year ago. So, unfortunately, I had to actually cut this pinion gear off. It was on there pretty good. So that's pretty useless. And that's a 35. And I think that was Robinson Racing. Obviously I got the Hot Racing 76 tooth steel, which was nice actually. I didn't chew it up at all. Needless to say, I'm gonna go with some different gearing on the 70 mile per hour run. I think I'm gonna go with 32 pitch actually. Any insight on that would be appreciated. Hopefully it's not. I really don't want to fry my stuff, but I'll take the risk if I have to. I'm honestly considering this setup, which is a 50 tooth, 32, and I believe this is crap, I don't even remember. Either way, diameter wise, they're pretty much the same. The only thing is, it is the 32 pitch. So, I don't know how that's going to go. Anybody has any insight on that, I'd appreciate the comment. PM me, whatever. We'll get there. Hopefully within the next week or two, I should have a run video for you. Unfortunately, I don't have a GPS yet, and I don't have any money to spend on it. So I don't know how I'm going to get my speeds, because normally I do that with the app on the phone. So, yeah, I'll figure something out, hopefully. But anyway, this is my second video. I apologize for stuttering and saying a lot. I have had a couple of bush, so just go with it. Alright, keep it real, YouTube. Later.